Hi, Bob Harvey coming back at you again, the DIY guy, or self-proclaimed DIY guy. I'm going to be working on a speaker box for a Volkswagen Bug conversion. Anyway, I'll show you a print of what we did here. This is what it's going to look like. A couple speakers and an amp mounted in the middle. Let's take you out here. Just getting ready to measure up and cut out all the pieces, and then in the assembly process I'll take you through it slowly and show you exactly what I did and how I did it and what some people do and that other people don't do. There's lots and lots of debate about how to build a speaker box. This is just my way and it works pretty efficiently. Obviously, safety first. Safety glasses and hearing protection are a must. You only got 2 ears and 2 eyes and they don't last forever. Just getting things laid out and we should be good to go. A little windy. I'm going to cut out here so I don't make a huge mess in the garage. Not to mention breathing MDF dust is not the best for you. So I'll be back. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to set up a straight edge, which these are amazing to have for cutting on big pieces of wood if you don't have anything long enough as a guide. I got this from Lowe's, and it comes in a 2-piece kit, so you can do an 8-foot long board. Anyway, let's get to it. I also use a material stand right here to hold everything in place while I'm cutting, so it doesn't just fall, because MDF is kind of brittle, so it's easy to break. I don't usually like to do it when it's this windy, but oh well, we'll be okay. Not really. Alright, a couple more to go and then put this show inside. I like to also verify that my edges are straight and my lines are going to be straight by using a combo square and checking to make sure, see, that's not equal. There's a little bit of a gap, so my measurement is not right. Okay, problem's corrected. Now if you look back here, you'll see that it's perfectly square. So we'll do our last cut and then we'll go inside for a little bit because it's chilly out here. There, now we've got the bottom and the front and the back, so I'm going to go in and check some measurements and get my sides ready to be cut. Like I said, I use my job site table saw for everything. What's really handy is if you make a crosscut sled like this, you can cut stuff so much faster and you don't have to worry about kickbacks, and it's way safer. Measure what you need. plug it in. Works way better with it. Saw up to the height you need. Should be enough. Find your mark. Move that away so you don't get anything binding up. Let it rip. Perfect 90-degree cut every time.
More board cutting. Super easy, super quick, super handy.
In this specific application, it's going to be angled, so the amplifier and the speakers will be seen from the back, so that the sound will come up over the back of the cab. But in order to get the angle, basically I'm going to set it up like this, and then I'll just take a straight edge and mark it from top corner to top corner, and then I'll set up my portable job saw table, or whatever the hell it's called, my portable job site table saw, and I will cut those to get the angle that I need, and that will give me the angle for when I build. I'm going to build two separate chambers here and here, because they're going to be 6.5-inch speakers. That way we can just run the wires for the amplifier straight down inside the box, and we'll come out the front with them. I'll do a nice decorated spot down here, even though it's going to be hid by the seats, to where it comes out the front, and all the wiring will go on the inside, and you won't even be able to see it. So, got the angles cut, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here, so that everything comes out nice and smooth when you put this, hold on here like this. You got perfect fit all the way down. Now that I have my good angle, I can cut all the rest of the middle baffle boards and the ends, and we'll be good to go. Okay, I've got all the angles cut. I'll show you here what I did. Basically, this and this are perfectly level when you look at them. Now all I gotta do is just cut the inside baffle boards to separate the chambers, and then I'll have an open area underneath here for the amplifier and all the wires and everything like I was talking about. So that'll do it for this update, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, next update to the VW box. We've gotten basically everything cut out. It's all mocked up. Nothing's secured in yet. We're gonna make little tunnels for the wires to go through, which there will be a hole cut here and here, and the amp is gonna sit on top, and all the wires will drop down on the inside. Should look pretty good. So we'll get back to you when we do the top portion. The box will be on this side and around this way. So I went ahead and assembled this by gluing and screwing it together, and I'll show you. All I did was I took the width of this, my little mark is half of the width of the wood, and then I just used my little combination square down like this, and then just put a mark. Let me get it down to close to where it was. I just put a mark and then went right across like that with my pencil, and made it to where that gave me a nice straight edge. And then I just took a good measurement off of each one of these, and then you clamp this piece that's going to go on it. You clamp this right here, and then you pre-drill it to make sure that everything's lined up, so the corners are nice and straight and the edges are good. And then you glue it, you pre-drill it again, and then you glue it and clamp it, and then you screw your screws in, and the screws suck it together and give you the squish out. You need to make sure that your wood is completely pulled together. And these right here will go right here and here, so that basically when we put the front of it on, all we have to do is notch this out and drill a hole in the side, and then he can run his wires through here, and they'll be on the back side right back here. They'll come in right here. This will be a little tunnel like this and like this. So this will be here, and this one will be right here. Or actually no, yeah, that's right. It'll be like this and like this, and they'll make a little tunnel so he can run whatever wires, speaker wires, power wires, RCA cables and such through for the amplifier, and they'll come out the side, and we can just drill the holes that we need. We don't have to go anything bigger, and we'll be able to conceal it all. So we'll show you what it looks like when it gets finished. Something else I forgot to show you on the back side, when you pre-drill these, it doesn't go all the way through, so it pops off a little chunk of the MDF. So you got to just take a scraper and clean it up all the way. Otherwise, when you go to put your other piece of wood on there, like this, it won't butt smooth on it like it should. And that works nice. Okay, next update. Well, we got it all put together, all clamped together. It takes lots of hands and clamps to get everything clamped together the way it's supposed to go. Here's our little tunnels for the speaker wires and the power wires and everything, because the amplifier is going to mount right here on top, and then the little speakers are going to go right in here, and then we're going to do something on top to kind of let the speakers stand off above the amplifier, and then we can get it all coated, and I can sand it down and mount the top, and then we'll just about be done. So yeah, there's all kinds of glue and everything all over everywhere, but it definitely would be sturdy, that's for sure, and it's surprisingly not very heavy. So anyway, okay, next update should be the top on. Alright, okay, one more update video, and this should be the last one until the final reveal. So basically, I got everything cut and got the corners rounded over and cleaned up. I just got to do a little bit of repairing, then we can give a final sand. And then I took where the amp is mounted, let me pop this off, and I cut out all the holes, cut out the holes for all the wires to just drop right straight down in on both sides. Let me get this one too, so the power wires and everything can just go bloop, right down in, and then they will come down inside of these right here and go out the holes on both sides, so then you won't have to worry about seeing any wires. But anyway, yeah, so that will be the last update until the final reveal. Well, I probably will do one on when I spray the Herculiner bed liner that he ordered. I'll do that so that you can see how that goes on and how many coats it takes and such. So anyway, until then, I just got done spraying the bed liner stuff on the box for the Bug. Here's how it turned out. The Herculiner is way better, and it turns out way nicer. I had to bring it in because it was kind of windy, and the darn stuff out of the trees was gonna get in it. So there's a couple little spots that didn't turn out quite the way I wanted, but for the most part, it turned out good. I just put the speakers in and covered them up so that they wouldn't get stuff on them, so that I make sure and get full coverage, but not screw up where the speaker mounts down and leave a bunch of holes. But anyway, yeah, it turned out pretty good. So I'll give you the last final update. Will be what it looks like when it's actually in the Bug with the mount and everything, or excuse me, the amp and everything mounted on it. Okay, one final update on the Volkswagen Bug. Got the box all finished. Turned out badass. It's kind of hard to see, a little dark, but fits right in there nice and smooth. It's gonna turn out good when it's done. You said it's got a S10 frame?
Half of it. Half
of an S10 frame, and it's gonna have a built 350 in the front, all custom interior. It's gonna be pretty sweet when it's done. It's gonna have just a rat rod body on it, but it's on airbags. for the suspension. Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty smooth when it's finished. Once again, thank you for watching my channel. Hope you were able to get something out of what I showed you. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.